Okay, so this is going to be kind of like a pretty unusual sort of reaction review commentary video. I have not yet done anything related to music. And it's not something that I plan to do on a regular basis at all, because I prefer to focus on movies and shows, things that relate to, you know, more like stories. And I mean, not that music doesn't have stories in it, or you know, music videos and things like that, but music is more like poetry. And I like music, but I'm not the hugest fan of poetry. And sometimes some songs are so just in depth, and so they're like so deep, and they're so, you know, profound, or they're so mysterious, and I have trouble, like, I have no idea what the heck is this about. I might like the melody, but I may not have any clue what they're singing about. But that was a bit of a tangent, and I did not mean to go on and on. That was just basically a long-ass way of me saying this is not something I'm going to focus on. But very recently, I was going through YouTube, and I started to see all these reaction videos of a-ha's song Take On Me, the video that recently hit, I think, 1 billion views. It was like the second or third video to reach 1 billion views, something along those lines. I remember people were bringing it to my attention when it happened, because I happen to be a humongous a-ha fan. They are my favorite group of all time. They always have been. No other group has been able to top them for me. I absolutely love their music. And I mean, I was hooked from the beginning. From the first time I heard this song, I was hooked. Surprisingly enough, my favorite music of theirs, I think the music that I really like to listen to the most, is their later music. Their music from year 2000 and onward, in my opinion, is some of their best work. It's like they just got so much better, you know, as they matured and, you know, aged and stuff like that. Not that I dislike their earlier work. It's just I feel like their later work is so much more profound. And their earlier work is too, because there was a lot of deep meaning to some of the, well, a lot of the songs that they made. And so anyway, it's been really exciting for me to see people react to this, because it's like a whole new generation of people is discovering a-ha and really appreciating the great talent that this group has, and how, you know, outstanding and unique this song, not just the song, but the video itself. So I'm going to, oh my goodness, Arturo, why do you always come down here when I'm filming? Anyway, okay, that was a long ramble and then an interruption that happened. But I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this and add the caveat that I have seen this video more times than I can count. But lately, I've been focusing more on watching people's reactions to it. So I want to just watch it again one more time. I'll probably stop a little bit and talk about it as things progress. Just because I'm not sure, like, copyright stuff with music. I mean, I get copyright issues that happen when I do reaction and reviews to trailers, and I imagine that probably music is even a little bit more whatever. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and press play. And if any of you guys have not heard this song, which I really am just would be very surprised if you hadn't, or if you have not seen this video, you are in for a treat. Let's go. Brings back memories, you guys. My goodness. Okay, there were a couple things that did occur to me as I started this. One was that this was actually, a little bit of trivia here, this was actually the second version of this song. The first one they had done the year before in 1984. And it's good. It sounds good. You know, it's a nice melody, but it's like it's a little bit more toned down. It's not quite as energetic and poppy. And so they had also done a music video, and it's just Morten, the singer. Okay, this band is made up of 3 men from Norway. Morten, Paul, and Magne, or Mags, they call him Mags. Morten's the vocalist, Paul is the guitar player, or I don't know if it's like bass or whatever he's playing, and Magne is the keyboard guy. So they had done a music video of this the year before also, and it's just Morten and Mags and Paul with them, and they're just like, he's just singing in front of the camera, singing into a microphone. Kind of, you know, dull. I mean, Morten's pretty to look at, and the other 2 were cute too, you know, as far as like, okay, 85, you know, and that was my time, and I was, you know, quite a bit younger, and they were cute. I had the hugest crush on them, especially Morten. But anyway, the original video was just not quite as exciting. So they came back to the drawing board. They re-recorded it, gave it a new sound, everything like that, and did this video, which was quite almost like revolutionary for its time, very iconic, because something like this just hadn't been done before as far as in music videos, as far as I know anyway. So anyway, back to it. I don't know what the thing is with the racing people. I don't know what that's about. And this is the point where people are like, what? That's so cool. Hand reaches up. I love this part here. This part right here, where he does the transformation between real life, and that's so awesome. And then this next part here, when the camera pans around, that's so cool, you guys. Okay, so something else. I'll just stop it and talk about stuff as it occurs to me. The girl who plays in this video, her name is Bunty Bailey. Unusual name. But at the time that they worked on this video, she and the lead singer, Morten, were actually in a real life relationship with each other. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. But there's a really cool little mini documentary type thing that a-ha has on their official channel. Well, this is their official channel, but it's like I think it's a 3-part thing where they talk about the history of the song, the making of it, the making of the video and everything. And it's kind of cool. She comes back and she's involved in it a little bit. And they see each other again after who knows how long. They go and they sit right at this table, and talk about it. It's just, it's different now. The seats are different, but it was the same little cafe or whatever. It was really cool to see that, and just very interesting and fun to watch. So this particular video, I don't know, I really don't get exactly what the whole story of the race car people was. I don't get what that is, and maybe they're like a competing race car team, or for whatever reason they have antipathy for Morten's character, and they come after him, as you'll see later. I really don't know what that's about, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay, back to it. And you can hear it going through your around. It's like surround sound. so young here, you guys. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh my goodness. So this video and this song really never gets old. Their music to me never really got old, and it's always so entertaining to listen to. This video in particular is always so much fun to watch. It's just the effort that went into making this thing. It was rotoscoped in a time when rotoscoping was extremely, what's the word? Tedious. I mean, it's tedious now, but you have a lot of digital help now. It's much easier compared to the way it was back then. All this stuff drawn by hand, rotoscoping, whatever, over the actual acting that they were doing. And it was just extremely arduous work. And yet, and it's a simple drawing, it's simple animation, right? But it's clear enough to tell this pretty cool story. And the artwork, it stands out. I mean, when you see this artwork, like let's say you see a little screenshot of it, you will know, especially if you're very familiar with this, you know, if you've had any exposure to it, you would know, oh, this is from that video. Because it was so well done. And I remember at the time that it was a big deal. This video was huge. And they did go on to make several music videos. They still make music videos. They're still together. The U.S. has kind of largely forgotten about them as far as, you know, a-ha being around today. But they're still very big in the rest of the world. And I lost my train of thought. What the heck was that? Oh, it's late. They went on to make like 2 other videos that seem like they're sort of sequels to this as far as the animation, because the second one that they made after this, I think, or whatever, like the second in the trilogy of videos that seem to be intertwined with this theme, was The Sun Always Shines on TV, and that starts off with Morton and the girl, and they're talking, and he starts to be drawn back into the cartoon world. He can't live in this world that he wants to be in with her. And so then the third one, I mean, I'm assuming it's connected because the artwork is kind of similar with the cartoon, the drawing and all that stuff. It's called Train of Thought. But anyway, a-ha has always made the type of music. I don't always understand what their songs are about, but I can tell they're pretty deep and profound. And it's poetry, and it's just the music that they make when they are together. It's just so, it's like they're not complete as far as their artistic abilities or their artistic like the heights that they can reach until they're together. It's like they bring out the best in each other. And you know, as much as I really loved Morton and everything, I have never been interested to like follow his solo career. I don't know why. I just never what. It was like the magic was gone. It was just this. He was just this one piece. But he needs Mags and he needs Paul with him to make it complete and to just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I guess anybody who's been a fan of, you know, bands that they really liked have always probably felt that way, that they do their best work when they're together, and then when they split up, it's like the magic is gone, and you can't always recapture that just by following them in their solo career. Now, some people, you know, singers, whatever, they have been able to do very well for themselves even after they split, and maybe their fan base grew. Maybe they did better after a split, you know, as far as their success or whatever. The one who's coming to mind right now is Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce, but I know she was part of like Destiny's Child, and then they split up and she went her own way, and she's like huge. It's like she just, her popularity just grew. Maybe it was because the people writing her music for her, because I don't think she writes her music. Maybe it just was better suited for her as a solo artist. I don't know. But anyway, it's just, you know, that's just kind of a long way of me getting around to the fact that I feel like this group has always been best when they're together. Well, obviously, if they're together, they're still the group. Whatever. It's late, and I'm trying to talk sense, and I'm not making any sense. But anyway, if you guys have never checked out any of their other songs or music videos, I highly encourage you to do that. I'm going to leave links to not only this video that I have done, reaction, review, commentary I'm going to leave links for it down in the description. Like I said, not just this one, like I always do, but others. I'll leave links to the little documentary that they recently did. I mean, it's easy enough to find on their channel, but I'll also link other videos that are really good songs. I don't know, it's just something so magical about them. I don't think any other group is ever going to replace them for me. A lot of groups that have been super popular and that a lot of people just seem to really love, you know, like huge groups like Beatles and like U2 and The Police and so many others, yeah, like Aerosmith and huge bands, Duran Duran. I've never been really big into those groups that so many other people just really seem to like universally. I don't know why. It's just, I like some of their songs, but a-ha has consistently been the group that has put out music that I have just, you know, liked most of the songs on their album, you know. So that's what tells me that they're my favorite group, and they always will be. And I hope that they continue to make music together until the rest of their days, and I will continue to buy their albums. And I highly encourage everybody to check out their work because they're really, really special. They're great artists, and just they have something great to offer to the world of music. And I really wish that the U.S. Hadn't forgotten them. Like a lot of people in the U.S. think they're just an 80s band, but no, they're still around. They've had their times where they kind of like broke up or went their separate ways to explore their own interests, but they always came back. They always came back together, just I'm glad that they've done that, and I hope that they continue to work together and make great music for us to listen to. So. Okay, well, that is enough of me rambling on for tonight, and I guess tomorrow I'll get back to like the regular type of reaction and review videos, or maybe I'll do an actual review video of something. I know my son and I did a review video of The Hunt recently, so I don't know if that will be ready. Maybe I can put that up sometime soon. Okay, guys, that is it for now. Later!